Now, I'm willing to bet that more than a few of you have clicked on one of my videos before, looked at my channel, and probably thought, man, this guy is not very bright. Well, that might be the case sometimes, but I can bet you one thing is that I will be packing a bright flashlight. What's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to take a look at the Fenix PD32. This is the Ultimate Edition. This has the XML neutral white emitter. I believe the T6 XML, and just a really cool flashlight. I recently picked this one up, and actually what I did is I sold my original PD32 so that I could go ahead and buy this. I just wanted something with more overall output, even if it might sacrifice a little bit of throw, although I'll get into that later on in the review. But a really cool light. Now, Fenix has said that it's possible this might be produced in limited runs. I think this is the second batch of them that I got, and I don't know how much longer these are going to be available. I will post a link to the Candle Power forums posting where Fenix did say that, but it does appear that they're available. Now, right now, this one I got off Amazon.com. They still have stock left. That's the only reason I'm doing this review, because you can still pick these up. Now, if you don't want to watch the whole video, here's here's the short of it. Really cool flashlight, excellent upgrade from the PD32. In my opinion, you get a lot more light. It's like throws out a block, like a floodlight, just a big old block of light. Still has reasonable throw. You're probably going to see about 75 to 100 yards max throw, but it's mostly just a big old floodlight. Still has the same operation. The only difference is this has a burst mode, which is the 740 lumens, as opposed to just going, but it operates the same low, medium, high, turbo. It just has that burst mode in comparison to the PD32. Overall, great light. It's a little bit longer than the PD32 because it has additional heat sinking in here. So it's maybe, I think, a little over ½ an inch longer. Not sure the exact amount because I don't have the PD32 to compare. But otherwise, really similar, great light. But anyways, let me go ahead and get into the review. Like I was saying, it does have the XML emitter, and that is a neutral white, very neutral tint. It's a gorgeous beam. You're not going to be able to tell that on the black background here, but I will do some indoor and outdoor beam shots at the end of the video, so be sure to stay tuned to that. And really excited about this light. Now, as far as the operation goes, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You guys have seen it before, same as the PD32, same as the LD22, but you start off in your low mode. You got low, medium, high, turbo, and you also have a burst mode, which is that 740 lumens. Press it again, you go back to your low, turn it off. Does remember the modes, has momentary on. As you can see, soft tap, turns it on, let go, turns it off. And, you know, you can leave it in any mode you want other than strobe or SOS, and it'll stay on. Has mode memorization. Now, as I was saying, strobe, hold down on the button, it goes into strobe. Hold down longer, it'll go into SOS. If you turn the light off and then back on, it will not memorize those two modes. Just so you know, it only memorizes your low, medium, high, turbo, or burst. Speaking of the burst mode, now it is ridiculously bright, but it does have some limitations. Now the first limitation, or the limitation, is that it'll only run for about 3 minutes before it automatically steps down to the turbo mode from burst. But what you can go ahead and do is, when it does that, is you can just tap the button again and it'll go right back up to burst. So it's kind of a limitation, but then again it's not, because you can work around that. You can go back up to the burst mode, and then also on the turbo mode, if you're running the light for 30 minutes continuously, or somewhere around there, maybe 29 minutes, it'll automatically jump down to the high mode. And again, you can jump back up into that turbo mode after that 29 minutes just by tapping the button when it does that. So it's not that big of a deal, and most people wouldn't use their light for that long anyways in those modes, in my opinion. But as far as the features of the light, I mean, it has a glass anti-reflective coated lens, as the PD32 did. It has the side switch, as I told you guys. Does not tail stand. You can see that on the tail cap, the button is protruding above the sides of the light, so it will not tail stand. Kind of the thing that I don't like about this operation, and I've mentioned it before, is that with this side switch in complete darkness, it can be a little difficult to find to change modes. For me at least, some people say that it's not. That's just my opinion. It does have a removable pocket clip, and it also comes with the standard Fenix holster here, nylon holster. It's got a lanyard, spare tail cap button, spare O-ring. That's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing it does come with is it comes with a diffuser. Now this is a really cool item that I'm actually really excited about, especially with the 740 lumens. I mean, this lights a whole room completely bright. It's ridiculous bright. It just fits over the top of the light, and as you turn it on, you can see, let me go into a lower mode, but it glows really well. It really diffuses the light into just lighting up a complete room or a complete area. And another cool thing about this diffuser is that it also fits other flashlights as well. Here's a Fenix LD22. You can also put that diffuser on that light, and it fits on it as well. So that's kind of a cool little feature. If you pick up the PD32 and you have some other similar size lights, it'll also fit onto the head of those. And you can use it as a diffuser for more than one light, which is pretty useful in my opinion. And I will do some, in the Beamshots, I'll also include some beams of this as well. But again, really cool light. I want to get this video out because, like I said, I don't know how long these are going to be available. I think it's a good upgrade to a lot of different lights. I don't have a whole lot of lights to compare this one to, but if you have the PD32, you're going to see more of a neutral white color rendition with this one. You're going to see about the same amount of throw, but just with a big old flood. You know, the hot spot is a lot bigger in comparison to the PD32. It's a big old floodlight, but still has reasonable throw. It's just not a concentrated. It's not a concentrated throw. It's really hard to explain, but if you get out in the open field, you'll really know what this thing can do. It's just ridiculously bright. And I like that it's so compact. It's small, compact size. I'll annotate the weight, not going to weigh it. I'm already running a little long because I want to save some time for the beam shots. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the beam shots, and stay tuned. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some indoor beam shots of the PD32 Ultimate Edition. We're looking at a 20-foot hallway here. Here it is on the low mode. Really big floodlight. Let me go ahead and bump that up to the medium. There's the medium. You can see that big old hot spot. Again, this is only 20 feet. Then you got your high, your turbo, and your burst mode. And you can see it completely washes out the camera. It's really bright. Let me go ahead and compare that to my Fenix LD22 because that's what I have. I got the PD32 Ultimate Edition on bottom, and then the LD22. The PD32 Ultimate Edition right now is on the medium. Let me go to the high, just kind of give you a comparison. PD32 on top, LD22 on bottom. Let me jump up to the turbo on the LD22 down here, and just for comparison, we'll jump up to the burst on the PD32 Ultimate, and you can see the difference in brightness. Go ahead and turn those off. Let me go ahead and show you the diffuser. Here I have the PD32 Ultimate right here, the diffuser. I'm going to go ahead and go to the burst mode and show you just how well it works. Works great. I mean, it lights up a complete area. Really cool. I'm really excited about having this diffuser. It's included with this light, so really cool. Actually, that's your burst mode. So there you go. Pretty darn bright. There you have it on your low, medium, high, turbo, burst. Now I'm going to take you guys outside to show you the light as well, so stay tuned. Alright, we're doing some outdoor beam shots. Here's the Fenix LD22, about 50 feet right here where the chimney is. Tree up towards the back, more towards 100 feet. It's kind of, you're probably not going to see it on the camera, but I just want to do a comparison. Now we have the PD32 Ultimate Edition in the burst mode. There's 50 feet right there. Those trees back there, at least 100 feet, probably more. Again, it's really hard to see on camera, but it kind of gives you an idea. PD32 Ultimate Edition on the left, LD22 on the right. Kind of gives you an idea of the brightness of the lights. And I'm going to do one more shot looking at a different angle. Alright, so here's another shot, PD32 Ultimate Edition. That's on the burst mode. low, medium, high, turbo, burst. Just see a ridiculous amount of light, big old floodlight. Just for comparison, got the LD22 on top on its turbo mode. Fresh batteries on both. Once again, PD32 Ultimate Edition, LD22. LD22 is on turbo, PD32 Ultimate Edition is on burst. So there you have it. There's my review. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Take care, guys.